Sri Shankar Maharaj, Chapter 6, Appearance of Shankar Maharaj. Sri Shankar Maharaj was of short height. His body was a ashtavakra, that is, bent at 8 places. But he was full of enthusiasm. He was unable to walk properly, so sometimes people used to carry him on their back. But when he wished to walk, he left others behind. This was a small example of his spiritual power. Maharaj's personality attracted everybody. He had big, sharp eyes and was a Janubahu, that is, having long hands up to his knees. At times, he lived like a rich man, wearing a gold necklace around his neck, a watch on his wrist, and gold rings in his fingers. But at times, he gave away everything to his devotees and wandered as a poor ascetic. He was a yogi full of knowledge, and his qualities of being a saint reflected in his lifestyle. Maharaj used to change his identity by changing his lifestyle, behavior, physique, and also his face. Maharaj changed his personality very often and did not give any clues of his life to anybody. Knowledge of self and divine knowledge of spiritual powers were the great qualities of Sri Shankar Maharaj. At first sight, Sri Shankar Maharaj's appearance was like a small child. So, some of the people used to consider him as mad. The look of innocence on his face, different kind of expressions in his big eyes, and his divine luminous body were some of his distinct features. Sometimes he stayed at palace, but most of the days he liked to stay with poor and innocent people. His pastime was to solve various problems of his devotees, and for that he created miracles. In true sense, he was a saint of the poor people. If you study his lifestyle closely, you will come to know that a saint like him had not appeared on this earth in decades. Sri Shankar Maharaj didn't build any house or ashram for himself, as he did not stay stable anywhere. Sri Shankar Maharaj also did not get entangled in temptation of money and did not collect any money for himself. Sri Shankar Maharaj told stories about his previous birth. He once said, I lived in Ravere village in Kandesh as Kuvar Swami for some days. Then I stayed at Gauri Shankar in Vaghod, and my samadhi is in Vaghod. Yogi Raj Sri Sadguru Shankar Maharaj was a saint having various facets of life, full of knowledge and full of love and pity in his heart for others. Jai Shankar Maharaj.